So this is actually from an article from the British Council. So it's about a brief history of zombies. I'm just going to read part of it because I think it's really interesting. For a long time, people assumed that zombies were nothing more than mythical figures, like werewolves or vampires. However, this changed in the 1980s when a man called Clarvius Narcisse claimed that he had been turned into a zombie by means of drugs and forced to work on a sugar plantation for 2 years before escaping. Wade Davis, a Harvard scientist, investigated the claim and obtained something called zombie powder from Haitian bookers, which is the Haitian word for witch doctor. The main active ingredient was a neurotoxin found in pufferfish, which could be used to simulate death. The bookers also explained to Davis that a second poison made from the datura plant, known as a zombie cucumber, was given to victims after they were revived from their death-like state. This kept the zombies in a submissive state so that it was easy to force them to work. Davis wrote several books on the topic, including The Serpent and the Rainbow, later made into a movie. I was talking last year with a history professor about this, and he said, scopolamine is it. That's it. Devil's Breath, Devil's Trumpet, the Dulce Sueños. And I've heard enough firsthand anecdotal experience about people who are victims of this very common plant. In fact, there's a scopolamine plant in the portada de este video. And scopolamine, that's not the name of the plant. I don't remember the name of the plant, but scopolamine is the drug that they take to make the plant. And people, they take the plant and make the drug, and the drug is called scopolamine. And people can sniff it or they can ingest it, and it puts them into a trance, a hypnotized trance, and thieves use it, and people will go rob their own banks, or they'll give the keys to the thieves and empty out all the furniture in their apartments. And this is a way that the will is superseded and taken over. More and more you're seeing the word zombie used in this sense where it doesn't just mean a dead person, but it means somebody who's had their will taken over and they no longer have the free will. So this is interesting that there's actually some science behind it. And it says, although the book was very popular with the public, some scientists were skeptical of Davis's claims. But it's interesting, it also says, in the Haitian culture, zombies are not evil creatures, but victims. They're said to be people who have been killed and then reanimated, usually as slaves. Scopolamine is it. It's interesting, though, also the CIA, and now all this has come to light in congressional committees and stuff like that. The CIA was working on trying to create remote control assassins, Manchurian candidates, people that they could put a gun in their hand and say, go kill that person, and it couldn't be traced back to the agency. I think we see that in the movie Unstoppable with Wesley Snipes.